Hi, this is Zak Mir with the Share Talk Bulletin Board Heroes on Tuesday, the 19th of June. Starting off with a rather controversial stock, given that it wasn't much of a hero for quite a lot of the recent past, Analyst Energy, but at least worth reporting here that we've managed to break above the 50-day moving average at 0.018 pence and hold above it for 2 or 3 sessions, which is more than we've done for most of the past year. Presumably, if you are long of the stock or thinking of going long of the stock, you'd be ultra cautious, and that would be right. But at least above this uptrend line from May at 0.015, the upside here could be up towards the main resistance on the way down around 0.04 pence. But obviously, we are looking at the most micro of micro caps here. Next up, a stock which has perhaps a little bit more fundamental robustness, and that comes in the form of Avasora Resources. Here you can see that the shares have started to flatten and then break higher after an extended bear market going from 2016, 2017. The highlight here in the recent past, really the way that we broke above the 200-day moving average, currently at 225. What we're waiting for now really is an end of day close or a weekly close above the 50-day moving average, currently at £2.64. Above that one would be relatively confident that the big target here for, let's say, the end of the year, around 400 pence, could be achieved. Stop loss at the moment back below the 200-day line at 225. Next up, shares which had a decent update yesterday, according to the Twitterati who know about these things. And after a little pullback, maybe to shake out the weak hands, we're seeing the stock start to regain its composure. Basically, it looks as though we've got major support here at old resistance around 18 pence, and while we hold above that, the implied target as high as 26 pence. We're also in the run-up to a golden cross between the 200 and the 50-day moving averages around 16 pence, and that's normally the sweet spot in the technical cycle. Next up, a lap of honor for the Bulletin Board Heroes, given that KOOVs was number one in the hit parade yesterday, and at the time of this video is number one today. You can see that's even broken through the target that we had when the shares were 13 pence, around the 25 pence level. Next up, the obvious destination around 30 pence, although it'd be surprising if the stock could take that level out in one go or in a clean way. But at least 30 pence there, while we hold above, let's say, the low 20s for KOOVs. Onto a stock where it's rather amazing that there's been such a difficulty in terms of the stock going higher, given that there is somebody offering to buy stock off the sellers at the moment. Still hasn't been able to get the share price to go much more than this troublesome 0.8 area. Obviously, a weekly close above 0.8 is what we're looking for. If we can get that, one would expect some kind of a logjam break effect to take place, and the long promised move within that rising trend channel from October as high as 1.1 pence could be on its way over the following 1 to 2 months. Stock which had some decent positive news today, Powerhouse Energy, regarding getting set up to a microgrid, is a share that has been struggling of late, but looks as though we are slowly breaking out of this falling wedge formation. 0.5 to 0.55 has been the resistance or the range of the recent past, so we need to break through that. If we can do that on a weekly close basis, it could be back up to the 200-day moving average at 0.72. Looks as though support currently towards 0.45, but still finding a bit of difficulty as far as the upside is concerned. Finishing off with a stock which is looking rather promising on the technical front, and that comes in the form of Richmond Resources. Decent turnaround here with higher lows and higher highs over the course of June. Probably want to see now a weekly close above the 200-day moving average at 0.44 pence before we can see the shares as high as 0.6 to 0.65 over the following month or so. Stop loss at this stage back below the 50-day moving average of 0.25. That's it from me. More updates at the same time tomorrow.